that came up quickly there. I couldn't hear that properly in the speaker. Hello, hello, hello. If anybody's on yet, I don't see any comments as yet, so I'll just wait a couple of minutes. For some reason, I'm bang on time today. Oh, there we go. There's Tanny. Hello, 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 Mel McConnell. Tanny, hello. Okay. Rough day to you, Tanny. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm doing well, Mel. Everything is all good. All good, good, good. Pamela, hello. Charlene, how you doing? Hello, everybody. I'll just wait a little bit just for more people to come on. Hello, Christine. They're all flying on. Cards are flying all over the place. So I hope everybody is well. I hope it's not too cold where you are. I think people who know me who are on, I'm in Spain, just looking out the window. I don't know why I'm looking out the window. There's no difference. It's beautiful, but it's actually getting cold now. I'm actually thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going out tonight. I need to put jumpers on in Spain. But our cold's still 18 degrees, by the way, but we do feel the cold. But it's stunning. So lucky. So, so lucky. Hello, Paula Marie. Hello. I think you're Australia, aren't you, Tanny? If I can remember, you're Tanny's warm but raining. Freezing days in Victoria, Australia. Oh, right, okay. Oh, must be to do with because I think this was my winter, so should be your summer. Pamela, hello, hello. Raylene, hi. Right, okay, that's loads of people coming on now. So that's all good. Right, so just to introduce myself to people who have not seen me before, my name is Lorraine Bennett Gray. I throw tarot cards and I also connect to the spirit world as well. So you can call me a psychic medium. So what I do in this is I never know what happens, okay? I will definitely throw some cards anyway. And if the spirit world would like to connect with me, then they're going to come in. And if they feel you need to hear from them, they will certainly come in for you. Okay, the only thing I ask you to do is when you come on is just please comment as I am speaking, just to say yes, no, I don't know to what I'm saying. I do work very fast because I know time's limited and I try and get through as many people as I can. Okay, I do believe this work is just purely for validation and for healing. That is what I do this for. So I've tried to get through as many as I can, as I said before, but please validate. Okay, yes, no, I don't know, just to make sure I've picked the right person, because I go direct. I'm sorry, I don't go direct. No, what am I saying? For goodness sake, Lorraine, it's Saturday. That's why I do go direct. I don't go direct when I do demonstrations, but I do go direct. So I just have to make sure I'm on with the right people. Okay, so let's make a start. Let me see. I always just get drawn to people's names, so I just get my cursor up and I get drawn. And let me see. I'm going to come to Pamela Pamela Gretorics. So this is for you. Okay, Pamela. So we'll just make sure you're still here, Pamela Gretorics, okay? And I'm going to throw you some tarot cards. I always start with you've not had the snow. I don't even know where you are, Pamela, there, but you've not had the snow. Anyway, Pamela, this is for you to start off tarot. So let's see. Yes, no, I don't know would be fantastic. I do feel there's been a lot of changes going on with you. I do also feel there's been a lot of changes going on in your financial situation, okay? Also, your home life, there has been changes. These are just validation cards, just to let you know this, okay? And I do feel as well as the changes have actually been for the better, I do feel. And I do feel as well it's giving you more stability. But one thing I do have to say to you, Pamela, you need to be more patient. So I do feel you're lacking on the patience skill, if that does make sense to you. Okay, Pamela, if you could just confirm these validation cards, that would be amazing. Right, so I'm just going to carry on with this as well. I do actually feel there's something that's going on in your thoughts just now, and you're really not sure on which way to go. And I do feel this is to do with a working environment. I don't know if you work or not, but it doesn't matter if it's paid work or something to do with working towards something. Very important, though. I do feel that there's something that you're overthinking it. You're thinking, I don't know whether to do it or not. But I actually feeling is if you do it, it's going to make you overcome a lot of the little problems that you're actually having at the moment. And I hope that does make sense to you. Okay. I do feel as well, Pamela, that either you work with spirit or have been told to bring somebody in the spirit, because my spirit card has just come out. And it's so interesting because as I was shuffling before I came on, it just kept flying out, which blows me away. It really does, absolutely blows me away, which I think is Fabulous. So if you can understand all this to do with the working environment, okay, or to do with working towards something, yeah, that's fine. You're retired, but you understand where it's going. That's why I always say if you're not working, you're working towards something. I do feel that it's something that you really should be doing, okay? You do sit in a circle, that's fine, because I do have the spirit card come out. I do feel that you should really go ahead and do this, but trust your intuition with this anyway. I think it's very, very important. I also feel with Pamela, either work, I've got the star card out here, but I either do feel you either work or you do something with the stars. Either you look at them, you speak to them, or something to do with the stars as well. But one thing I have to say to you, which I'm feeling from this read, is I would like you to ask for help for whatever you need with this situation to do with it. Okay, I've just been told to recharge this headset, not that I really need it, so I'm just going to take it off. It's to hide the dogs, the sounds from the dogs. So anyway, so I hope all that does make sense to you, Pamela, with this, okay? Now, sitting in a circle, that is wonderful, and I'm so glad you do this, and I hopefully it is making you improve in your mediumship, and I also do feel maybe it's time to expand it slightly as well, if you feel this is the correct time. I also do feel with looking at these cards as well, as I said to you at the beginning, there was changing sectors in your money situation and in your lifestyle. I'm actually feeling as well. I feel within the next year for up to 2026, I do believe something creative is going to be happening with you. And I do feel you know what I'm talking about now, but I feel it's time to put it into action, or it will be time to put it into action in 2026. And I hope all that does make sense to you. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you. I say it's just a short and sweet one, because I don't feel that you need an awful lot from this today. I do know you're on it for a reason, but I do feel this is maybe what you needed to hear. But I do feel, as I'm sort of connecting here at the moment, is I do feel there is something going on with your spiritual path, and I do also feel that there is somebody you keep being tried to get moving forward on it. So you keep feel as if you're getting pushed to move forward in this. Things keep happening that you feel, oh gosh, oh my goodness, that's happening, because I do know, Pamela, that the spirit world and the universe is trying to push you on with this. Okay, so I think you'll understand what I'm talking about there, because I deliberately am getting that pushing myself with you, for you. So just, you know what, just do what you feel is right, but I do know they know you're ready, and they know you're ready to carry on. And also I'm hearing the word improve as well, Pamela. So I know life gets in the way, you say life gets in the way, but this is why they're still trying to push you. You know, sometimes we just have to make time to do this work, only if you feel that you should. You know, I never preach in this, only if you feel you should. So thank you, Pamela, for being on, and I hope all that does make sense to you. Okay, so I'm going to come to Mel McConnell, please. Mel McConnell, if you could just come on, and we'll see what we have. Oh, my heater, come on there, sorry. And see what we have for you, Mel, okay? Okay, because I'm feeling the spirit world is trying to come through here, but I'm not feeling 100% yet, but I do feel something is going on. So let me find out what is going on. Right, okay. I do feel so interested. I've got the 8 and the 9 of Pentacles here out of 78 cards in the deck. It's interesting to me. So again, you're also having, Mel McConnell, this is for you. Just because your name's not come up yet, just to let you know, I do know there's also lots of things happening with you in the material world as well. I do feel as well it's time for you to move forward. Sorry, you have been moving forward, but you've now accomplished. You've now got to where you are. Mel McConnell, are you here, please? Because your name's not coming up. Mel McConnell. Let me just have a look down here. See. Yeah, you're here, Mel. That's great. It's just not coming up on my bit here. So, Mel, could you just validate these cards? I also do believe you're thinking about starting something new, and I do believe it is something that you really, yep. Okay, Mel. Yeah, I really do believe this. You're thinking about the starting something new. Let's find out what this is. It's definitely all to do with the material world with you, because it keeps all the pentacles. And I know that you do whatever you're thinking about. I do believe you're going to be making choices in this, but I also do feel you need to get the information. And I do feel it's to do with either a house or dwellings or something to do with that, Mel. Does that make sense to you? But I do feel you need to speak to somebody in authority or somebody that knows exactly what they're doing, because I I feel you're thinking about this, but you're really not sure on which way to go. And I hope that does make sense. And I also do feel as well, if you are working as well, or work within a working environment or working towards something, there is going to be a lot of changes going on with you, and the house makes sense. That's good. Well, if that makes it, you need to speak to somebody in authority to make sure this goes through okay, or whatever it is goes through okay, or gets done properly. This is what I'm feeling with you. And I also do feel, Mel, with the working environment as well, I do feel in 2026 there's going to be a lot of changes going on, but it's also going to be affecting you emotionally. But you know what? It's all for the good. And I have to say, it's all for the good. Oh, something else to do with a court case. That's interesting because it got the emperor there as well. So I do know it's something of authority, and I know it's got to be done right. I do also feel there's going to be a celebration coming up. I think you know about this. I don't know if it's to do with a child being born into this world, but I do feel you know about it, and I know, or there's a celebration coming up. It even could be a wedding. Actually, I've seen lots of confetti coming down here, which is going to be happening as well. You've either been told about it, or it is going to be happening as well with you. I do a lady in female, which I have to bring in, and I do feel this lady is I just feel a very nurturing lady. So I do feel this is actually more grandma than mum, but correct me if I'm wrong here. And I do feel that this lady, as she's coming in, you know, she was one of these people that she was quite, well, she's a bit of a temper. Actually, I do feel this is when she was here in this world. A bit of a very nice, caring, but did have that temper. Oh, that's what it'll be the wedding anniversary, Mel. That's it, because I knew there's a celebration coming up, and I saw confetti, so that's what they're talking about. That's fine. So, but I do think this lady who was here in this world, I know she had a bit of a temper. She wants to tell me, okay, she was kind and caring, but you know, you didn't want to get on the wrong side of her because of this temper. Okay, I do know that when she was here, she had the most beautiful complexion, and I do know this lady was a very old-fashioned thinking lady as well. So hopefully, Mel, this does make sense. I do know you grew up with this lady, so I know she was here in your life as you were growing up. But I do know you used to stand in the kitchen, you used to watch her cooking, or you used to do this, or used to watch her in the kitchen doing things, and you were really, you know, you were quite fascinated by her, you know, but she loved you so much, and she loved it, even though I feel, Mel, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I do feel so she couldn't really express herself as much as you would have liked her to. It was just your nana. I thought it was your grandma called grandma. I do feel, and she just said I couldn't really express myself, but she absolutely. You always knew she loved you, okay, but she just couldn't express it properly. And you learnt a lot from her cooking because she showed me you standing in the kitchen watching her. So this is it. It's just evidence, just to prove that they're here for you, okay. And she is so here for you. She says, "I've got your back, and I'm watching everything that's going on." And I do have to tell you, I don't know what this court case is about. I've got no idea. But one thing, now she wasn't good at expressing love and emotions. I know because she's given that. One thing I do know is going to be coming out in your favour. And she's telling me that. So Spirit world's never wrong. So, and I wouldn't be mentioning it if I didn't. She didn't tell me that. So all being well, that's good. Whatever it is going to be in your favour. I don't know what it's about, but that's very, very important. Okay. Lovely. She just wants to come in, and she just wants to just tell you, I'm still here. I'm still loving you. And she's quite funny actually as well. Even though she didn't really show her feelings, she was quite a funny lady. And I actually really, really do like her. Even though she's saying there's something else going on around you just now, she says, and you've also got a bit of a temper, Mel, she's telling me, okay? She said, don't be like her. She said, there's no need to be like that. Okay, so I hope all that does make sense. I'm going to leave her love with you. She just popped in to say hello and to tell you everything is going to be okay, because I do know it's been going on in your mind. And remember at the beginning I said to you, you're thinking about starting something new. She's just said, just do it, okay? Trust your intuition on it, but your intuition is telling you is just do it. There's definitely a new path. And she's saying it's something that you should be doing. Okay, so you do have a temper at times. But no, I know, but she did tell me that, and life's too short. So there must be something going on at the moment or something like that. Anyway, Mel, leave her love with you, and good luck for everything for the future. I'm sure everything will be fantastic. Okay, I'm going to come to Lors Brocky now, please. Lors Brocky, if you would just like to come on. Oh, yeah, there you go. You want spirit, please. Can't guarantee anything, Lors, but I will try and see what is going to be happening with you as a man is stepping forward for you, I do have him well to my awareness just now. He was a very clean-cut gentleman. I do know that, and I do feel this was Dad when he was here in this world. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I do feel as well, is it Dad or Uncle actually? This is interesting. And I do feel that this gentleman, as he's showing himself, I do feel he had a complexion, either a tan or darker skin. And I do also feel with him as well, as he is here. He was a smart man, but I'm not talking about suit smart. He's just smart man and a very, very clean man. But I do know when he was here in this world, Lars, that he was quiet. He was very, very quiet, or he wasn't forthcoming with information. One of these, because this is how he's making me feel as I'm trying to connect with him, as I'm trying to get some information from him. I'm finding it is quite hard. So I do know this is what he was like in life here. So is this father or uncle? Because I'm getting both. So it could be father and uncle. He was a father and an uncle. Let me know, Lars, if this gentleman's description also makes sense to you. But as he's actually stepping forward, he's telling me something to do. Something's happening. This is just for evidence, make sure it's correct. There's something going on with a car. I don't know if you're buying one, if something's happening with it, but he's just showing me a car. A car has been very, very significant with him, with you. Actually, he wants to talk about it with you. Okay. He wants to also talk about, is it something interesting about, I don't know why show me boxes of cereal. No idea. But Lars, could you confirm this for me? Does this make sense to you with this gentleman? I just have to make sure, Lars, that this is makes sense. He wants to show me cereal for some reason, and do you know why? It's really weird. It's showing me sugar puffs, but I don't know if it's just general for cereal. Okay, so I don't know if it's something to do with a memory with cereal or something to do with that anyway. But he keeps talking about either he worked with cars or something. He's showing me again. I do feel there's a mechanic involved in this or something anyway, or he was a mechanic. Lars, could you confirm this for me just to make sure? Because he's not going to say much more until I know that I'm on the right track here. Okay. I also do feel with you as well. There is a celebration that is going to be coming up for you in 2026, because he says, I am going to be there. You're saying you're not sure, okay? You're not sure who the person is with the description, or you're not sure about the car. Just let me know, Lars, what it is, okay? I also do feel with you as well, there is also a court case or something coming up with you, or something to do with the justice. I've just pulled a justice card out here, and he's also making me feel this is correct. But Lars, just make sure this is for you, because I did come to you very quickly, and I'm hoping it is for you with this gentleman. So it's either father or uncle, to do with either a mechanic or to do with cars. And I don't know why he wants to show me the cereal, which is really, really important, okay, as well. But I also do feel there's something that's coming up with you to do with either a court case or something to do with the justice as well. Okay, Laura, so just let me know if that's correct, but you're not really validating this very quickly for me, so I don't know what's happening. So I am going to leave this with you, Laura, because I just want to say to you anyway, there's also something going on with your work. So work today, so work. With your working environment, it will be fine. It's going to work out okay if you are working or working towards something, but I do know you've overcome something. So you've overcome something, and I do feel with this is going to be so much better. And you're not taking it. Okay, can anybody else take this person who I have got here? So let me just say who it is. I've got a gentleman here. I do know he wants to deliberately show me his skin, so I do know he's either darker or he's got a tan. I do also know as well he was very, very smart in this world. He was either a mechanic or wants to talk about the cars. And I do know there's something going on with yourself to do with a court case or something like that. Let me know if you can take it. Sorry about that, Lars. I think I actually came to you too quickly there, as this gentleman was standing there and I went straight to you. So if anybody else could take this gentleman, please let me know and I will bring him back. Sorry about that, Lars. And I'm just going to go on to somebody else there. Sorry about that. Right, okay. Oh, your uncle, Charlene. Right, okay. Can you take everything, Charlene, for this? You can take everything. You understand the mechanic, Charlene? You can understand there's something going on with you with a court case. Is there a court case going on with you as well? Charlene, let me know if this does make sense, okay? Just let me know as well. I do have to say that, or to do with something to do with that. Let me know, Charlene, as quick as possible, please. That would be great. Yes, everything. Okay, that's absolutely fine. He's also telling me just now some instability going on with you at the moment, Charlene. I do feel that there's something going on in your emotional side. He says just you're going to have to get over it, girl. This is what I'm feeling with him. Oh, that's good. Or it could be for you, Tammy, as well. Right, can you understand this next bit? There's some instability going on to do with the emotional side as well. So for both of you, just listen out, please. because it could be just for both of you, and you both would take it all. And I also do feel, as this man is stepping forward, I know he loved his food. This was really important to him, his food, and he's deliberately showing me the napkin getting tucked into his shirt. So I do know this is something he used to do. He used to love his garden. He's mowing up and down his lawn with the garden as well. I'm just giving more evidence in him. But he also had a shed, and he loved to go to the shed, and he loved to tinker in his shed. And I do know this is very important. I don't know if it's an allotment shed or something, but this is what he's showing me. I do know as well, I don't feel you were very close to him when you were here in this world, but let me know when he was here in this world. Let me know if that is correct. Let me see, yeah. Tanny's taken as well, and Shirley's taken too. Okay, so let me just find out what he wants to say. Is I'm just going to cut this one short because I think it's for both of you. It could be a split link. I do believe that two of you or one of you is making a decision, and I do feel again it's to do with the house, because I'm seeing a house here, or either house decorations or something to do with that, to decorate your house or something. But I do know that it's important, and I do know it's something you've not got time for, and you think I need to do it, but I don't have time for it. I need to do it. But you do need to get your stability back. Okay, that is really, really important. You need to calm down a little bit and get your stability back. I know you've had great losses, because this is what it's making me feel. I know there's been a death that's been going on in the family as well, or somebody is dead, or so it feels like family, I don't know. And I do feel it's been a great loss to you as well. And it's also made you change the challenges, I think, which has been really, really important. Okay, so it's for Shaz, it's not for you, Tanya, it's for Shaz, okay? But you understand the death as well, because this is what he's making me feel, okay? And he's saying, just remember, I'm always here. I'm always here for you. But I do feel, Shaz, he really wasn't here for you in life, so much as he should have been, but he says, I'm certainly here for you now, okay? And you haven't long moved house. So that's perfect, Shaz. Okay, so this is for you, Shari Shaz. This is for you anyway. But just to let you know, he's around you and he wants to help you. But he is telling me about this loss that you've had as well. He says, but don't worry about it. Whoever it is with him anyway, okay? Because I've got to work so quickly, I'm not really finding out who it is, but and I hope that does make sense to you. And thank you for taking him, Charlene, because when spirit people come in and I've just gone too quickly, this is just what happens sometimes. So, but thank you for taking them, because I don't like to let them go. Let me see who I'm going to come to now. I'm going to come to Paula Marie Munoz. Okay, so anybody want to give me some questions as well? Give me some questions, because I do feel the tarot is fantastic. I'm bringing the tarot for your questions, okay? But I'm going to come to Paula Marie Munoz, okay? Paula, this is for you. Right, okay. You're saying spirit, I don't know yet. So let me just throw some cards and let's just see what's going to happen from Paula, okay? I do feel, Paula, with you is what goes around comes around, which is very important. I also do believe karma, just do validation was, I do believe karma is very important to you, or something's happened to you with karma. Very, very important. I do feel as well, Paula, you've had some heartache. Within the past couple of years, 2-3 years, there's been a lot of heartache going on with you and a lot of loss as well. Does that make sense to you? I also do feel you're a very intuitive person, but I do feel you've been going against your intuition as well. Paula, does this all make sense to you at the moment with the tarot? Just let me make sure that it's okay. I do feel as well as I'm feeling as if I am going against my intuition. I do feel obviously this is you, okay? I do feel as well that things are going to get so much better for you, but I do know as well, or I feel you are so lonely, or you feel as if you're doing everything on your own. And you know what, Paula? It's time for this to change. I do believe there's people going to be coming into your life in 2026, which is not long now, and I do believe that things are going to be improved so much, because I do know, as I say, you have had this loss, you're just lonely, and you just think, you know what, I just need to start fresh. I also do feel as well with you, Paula, is I do feel a new job, a new career, or a new something again with a working environment is definitely on the cards for 2026, without a doubt. But I also do believe, Paula, it's something you really need. You need to get out there and you need to do some form of work, or something to do with something, which is really, really important. Okay, what you saying? Yes, you're very distressed. I know, I can feel it. I can just see it in the cards. I can feel it. I do know you do need to start this. You do need to start afresh with this. I do know that 2 people have just actually stepped in for you, Paula, and I do believe this is a man and a woman that have stepped in, and I do feel you were close to them when you were here in this world. They want me to feel, they're actually making me feel, you know, you just love these people. You absolutely love them. So I do know they were here, and you were obviously, again, growing up with them. So it's either mother, grandparents, mother, father, grandparents, etc. It's somebody that I know have come in together. And I do know when they were here in this world, Paula, they were very, you're right, it must be really hard. Yeah, to capture. Well, can you understand this something to do with this work? I know it's going to be very hard if you're raising two handicapped children, but there's something to do either online or something. You've got something you need to start doing, and I don't know how that's going to happen with that, but I do know it's very important. But I think that's maybe why the loneliness, I did mention the loneliness. So I do feel this is going to help you. Maybe it's even an online thing or something anyway to do with the work. Let me talk about these people. So these people that are here this one, as I say, I do know they were you were very close to them when you were growing up, or at least one of them you were very, very close with as well. And I do know that one of them's actually holding this flower, like a bouquet, not flowers, like a small bouquet of flowers. So I do know that is relevant as a symbol or something to do with the flowers with you, Paula. Does that actually make sense? As well, it's a lady, and you know she's holding like a small bouquet of flowers, just a small bouquet of flowers, which I do know. And I do know this lady as well because she's making me smell the cooking. So I do know she used to cook for you. So I think you could hopefully take this. I do feel it's grand because she's around you. She sees everything that's going on. She wants to talk about the body of water. There's a body of water as well, and I see that she's either pushing a pram or you were pushing a pram around this body of water. This is what she's showing me actually at the moment. But I do feel that this yeah, you love daisies, right? I do feel that this walking around this body of water is very significant, either with them or with you, with the pram, because I am seeing the pram. I'm also seeing the swans as well, so I reckon it's a duck pond or something that she's deliberately showing me. But I do know, as I say, this couple have come in just to give you reassurance that we're always here, and they're trying to help. They're really trying to help. And you can see the tears are telling me, so I know there's been tears going on. They say we see the tears, they see the heartache that he has, and they know obviously about the loss that's been happening with you, and they are trying to help you, but they're saying, look, do me a favor, you grew up in the water, perfect. And they're actually saying, they're saying, you know, just ask us for help because we're here to help you. They're not allowed to interfere unless you ask them. Just let everybody know that, you know. So ask them, they're here for you to help. The man is tipping his hat, so I do know he used to wear a hat, but he's deliberately tipping it, and he's just saying, tell my girl I absolutely love her and I'm here for her, and anything that she needs, we will help her with. We will move heaven and earth for you, okay, Paula? So I know we lost so many, but this is a man and a woman that come in together, and I do feel it's grandparents or mother or father. I do know there's that closeness that I have for you with them as well. So this is who it is, okay? Just to let you know. And they're showing me the body of water. They're showing me something to do with the pram. They're walking around the pram. So you should know who it is, hopefully, from all that, okay? And let me just ask them, just let me just see if just what else, just to see. Okay, they're either talking about the piece of jewelry that's got the diamonds in it, so I don't know what that is, but they want to talk about the jewelry with the diamonds, okay? And so that is really, really important. Now, you're saying that's my ex, but oh, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. I'm feeling it was somebody you grew up with. But they just show me the diamonds, so I don't know if that's got into, I don't know. Maybe he's popped in as well, if he's in the spirit world too. That's very, very possible, because they're showing me either the diamond necklace or the diamond. I don't feel it's a ring, but you can tell me, okay, because I've come to work so quickly. But I do feel, as I'm connecting here, I do feel great love. I still feel it's these two people here, okay? The great love for you, okay? People stole your jewellery. That's okay. That's it. Okay, because just show me very quickly. Okay, Paula, let you know they're with you, okay? They're all with you. They're all watching you. Oh, I do have to just say to you as well, you're hearing banging, you're hearing knocking, or you're hearing banging, okay? I have to tell you it's them. So can you confirm that? Are you hearing knocking or are you hearing banging? And I don't know if you thought it was the pipes or something like that, but I know this is prominent and I know this happens quite a lot to you. But they're saying it's actually us, just to let you know we're here, okay? And we're going to leave their love with you. Just ask them for the help. They know it's hard for you, and just ask them for the help, okay? And I hope that does make sense, Paula. I hope it does. Right. Okay, let me see who I'm going to come to. Let me say some hellos. I'm going to say hellos. Just Carl Woodland, hello. Susan Bolton, hello. Mallory Horton, hello. Carol Cahill, hi. Sorry about that, I've just been too busy talking. Sherry Daniels, hello. And all the ones that have come in, because they're all firing on at the one time, so I'm really sorry if I've not said hello to you, but hi. It's Kerry Smith. Blah 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 blah. Let me see anybody else. Yeah, I think that's you probably be loads coming on, but I just can't see anybody else at all at the moment. Okay, so I am going to come to, who am I going to come to? Give me some questions, guys. For the tarot, if you fancy that. Yeah. I feel as if I want to come to Carl Woodland, please. Carl Woodland. Okay, hi. Right, okay. Please validate this as I am talking to you, Kat. Okay, I've got two people step forward for you, and I do know you've got a photograph of these two people because that's exactly what they're showing me. So hopefully this is for you. I do feel this is a very, very old photograph because this is what they're showing me. And I do feel it's in an oval frame, a small oval frame. Kat, does that make sense to you? Just want to make sure this is for you. And I do feel this was either mum and sister or mum and daughter or something, not you. I don't feel it's you. I feel this is, I don't know how old you are, Kai, you could be very old, but I do feel this is going all way back, and I do feel the picture in the oval frame is really, really significant. And as I'm becoming more aware of these ladies, because I do feel the two ladies are in spirit, but correct me if I'm wrong there. I do, yes, you said good, okay. You correct me wrong. As I do feel that they're coming forward, I do hear a lot of banter going on with them. I do know that there was a lot of bickering, but there was a lot of, they were fun. They're actually really good fun. And I also do feel that one's saying something, the other one's interrupting. And this is what it was like when they were here in this world. And they're saying we haven't changed because that's exactly the way we were, and we're still like that. So I do believe that that is important. Can you confirm them, Kat, just to make sure that that is their personalities? Because I hear lots of laughter. I do feel when they were here in this world and as they were growing up, I do feel they were really, really, they were just fun. They're just fun. Just let me know who they are, Kat, will you please? Because I do feel it's either mum and her sister or grandma and the daughter, but I do feel that is a connection with them. But I do feel maybe mum and sister, but let me know, okay? Or great aunt or something, doesn't matter, let me know. But I do feel with them anyway, and they're telling me that actually they're always around you, and they're always around you. But they're also telling me as well, they're also telling me that you've actually been really, really upset recently, okay? And they've been watching you being really upset. So that should be significant. And they said you're going to have to dry these tears, girl, because there's no need for this. So that's what they're telling me. There's no need for this. The life is too short with it as well. I do feel as well, as these ladies are stepping forward to me, I do feel flowers were important to them. Is your mother and and sister? Yeah, that's what it felt like. That. It's interesting. I do feel flowers were really important to them. So I don't quite get what it is, but they're just showing me lots and lots of flowers around them as well. Now, they want to give me a memory, okay? They want to give me a memory of an ice lolly. I don't know where you're from, Kat, but they showed me a rocket ice lolly. So I do feel this is a memory or distant memory. And it could just be the ice lollies, or it could be the rocket ice lollies, wherever you come from, if you get them anyway. And again, I hear laughter. Every time they speak, I hear laughter. So I do feel this is what they were like here in this world. I also do feel as well as either one of them, I'm seeing like a big department store or whatever, but I'm also seeing the office environment. So I don't know what they're trying to tell me there, because they're just firing all the stuff to me and they're saying, just get on with it. That's their attitude to me, by the way, just get on with it. So they're firing all the stuff because they know that time is limited and they know that I can't come out with all this stuff because I only have like 5 minutes per person anyway. But I do feel the office work was really important, and I do also feel the big shopping centre or something to do with shopping anyway, Kat, which was very, very significant. Okay, but they're around you again. They're around you all the time, and they just want to say to you, "Listen, there's something going on with somebody's stomach. Something give me the sore stomach." And I do feel with them as well as that they're trying to sense some healing going on. But they're saying there's a lot of anxiety as well, and they're saying this is actually a lot what's to do with um, the stomach. I hope that does make sense with you, Kat. But the same, trying to send healing. And also, Kat, with yourself, I do believe one of them was very spiritual, or both of them were very spiritual. They make me feel that. And they certainly believed in it before before they actually went to the spirit world. So they knew exactly where they were going. They knew it, and they said it's just as good as we thought it would have been, which is great. But they just want to send you some healing, or something around you that does need the healing that they're telling me, okay? I want to clap and say happy birthday, because all I can hear is the big thing saying happy birthday. So I do know that is really, really important. And they just want to acknowledge the birthday, okay? And they also want to talk about the anniversary, either somebody's passed or whatever. But I do know, I do feel it's roundabout now as well, because they're giving me an anniversary of a death as well. And again, they're just acknowledging this. So I hope that does make sense to you as well, Kat. Okay, they just want to send the healing. They've just popped in to say hello to you. And I hope all that does make sense, okay? And I will leave their love with you. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Okay, right. Okay, Tani, I don't know if your guide's your great-great-grandfather, because to be quite honest with you, Tani, I don't know who most of my guides are. So if you feel it is, it will be as simple as that. But I'm not. I can't. I'm not sure. Gillian Buckley, hello. I've never even met my guides, to be honest with you. So, Kerry Smith, hello, hello, hello. Let me just see. Mallory Horton, hiya. Let me see who I'm going to come to. I'm sorry again if I've not said hi to you. It's just the names are literally flying in. Give me some questions, guys, to let me know. And so, who's it said that there? Hold on a second. Somebody said to me, Carol Cahill, you said to me, did I hear my mother's voice last week? If you felt it was your mother's voice, it was your mum. As simple as that, okay? Don't ever doubt it. If you heard it as your mother's voice, it was mum just saying hi to you, okay? That's how it works. So I'm not actually giving you the reading, but I do know that's how it works. If you felt it, then that is definitely her. Jasmine Stone, hello, hello. Let me see who else I'm going to come to. Tiffany Brow, I'm going to come to you, Tiffany. You've just given me a question there, I think. Let me have a look. Tiffany Brow, any messages or anything for me? I have no specific questions. I'll love to catch you on here. Thank you. Okay, Tiffany Brow. Okay, let's come to you, Tiffany. Let me see what we have for you, Tiffany. Okay. Tiffany, let me see. You motherly, the fool. Okay, right. Okay, first of all, these are validation cards, just remember. But I do feel there's been stuff going on, or you're the type of person that, you don't even think about what you do. You just do it, and then you realize you've either made a fault or you've made the correct choice. But I do feel with you, you're very spontaneous. That's the word, spontaneous. I also do feel, Tiffany, as well as you're very motherly. But that might not even be with children, actually. That could either to be with animals. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but I might be wrong. But I do feel the motherly anyway, and I do also feel you're very, very patient, even though that contradicts me saying you just go for it, do it. But I do feel these are your 3 traits. Do they make sense to you, Tiffany? Just to make sure I'm on the right track here. And let me just carry on with this as well. Yeah, and I know you're an overthinker as well, because you can't stop overthinking. I also do feel as if I also know that it's going to be happening in 2026 as well. I do know that you're going to have to spend some money. I do feel there's going to have to spend. I do feel there's going to be things that's going to be going on in your house, and that you're going to have to spend some money on. Okay, and I do feel you need it, because you know what? I think it's been going on long enough, whatever's been going on in your house. I hope that does actually make sense to you. So it's time to spend the money on these particular things as well. And what's interesting, Tiffany, because they're actually showing me just now that something going on with the washing machine. So yeah, so I do know there's something going on with the washing machine, or that type of electric appliance, but that's specifically what I am getting shown at the moment, or what I'm feeling. So I hope that does make sense. Sure, yeah, you oh, you really do. You also, it's interesting. I pulled out 2 queens for you, Tiffany. So 2 queens to me are patience or lack of patience. But I do feel you are patient, and I also do feel as well you're a creative person. But I feel you need to use your creativity to move on a little bit. So I hope that does make sense to you as well. And I also feel you to use your creativity to move on with your emotional side as well, which is, I feel, is really, really important. So let me just feel, because I know somebody's trying to come in here and I'm not quite getting it. So let me just find out what I have to. Right, okay, I've got right. Okay, a lady has just stepped forward here for me and is really coming to my awareness. And I do feel this lady was a very, very smart lady when she was here in this world. I also do feel, I do feel when she used to talk. Let me correct me if I'm wrong here. She either used to sniff or something and then talk or something like that as well. And I do know that this lady was a slim lady when she was here in this world as well. But she keeps, I feel she's a bit like hoity-toity a little bit, if I've got that correct, okay? Or she tried to pretend she was anyway. She was a little bit hoity-toity, and she's laughing at this now. So I think that's very important because she said, "Oh, if only I'd known what this was all about." And I do also feel as well as she was a lady that liked her handbags, or something specific going on with her handbags as well, Tiffany. And I do feel this could be an auntie of yours, actually. I don't even know if it's mum, but you let me know who this is with this description anyway. The hoity-toity, the very, very smart, and the sniffing. That sounds really strange. It's like when she used to speak, she used to, and then speak. Or that's very relevant anyway, because that's what I'm hearing anyway. Tiffany, does that make sense to you? I think this is going a bit slow, actually. Does that all make sense to you with this lady as she is coming in? I do also feel. Let me just try to get some more from her. She said, she said she knows that I'm around. She knows that I'm around, but I'm not going to say much. So that is really interesting why she's saying that, because that's not normally what I normally get. It's just she's just showing me her attitude. That's what it is. She's showing me her attitude. She knows that I'm around, but I'm not going to say much. No, you're not sure she could be, because do you know what, Tiff? It's really interesting because neither am I. So I feel auntie. I don't feel it's mum or anything like that. But let me just. Did the sniffing put you off? That's really weird. Again, if you can't take it, Tiffany, I'll take it. I'll give it over to somebody else. The smartness, the sniffing when she's speaking. I do feel. I also do feel when she was here as well. She did have a lot to say, but she doesn't want to give me a lot to say. So I do believe as well that is really significant. I used to be a caregiver, so I took care of. Oh, it could be, but can you understand? Because I'm not getting I'm definitely not a relationship. I don't feel. I did feel auntie, but it could be like an auntie. That's not a real auntie, if you know what I mean. But I do feel with this lady is you should know who I am. This is where her best. You should know who I am. I remember the sniffing. Okay, if you can't get it, that's absolutely fine. But I do feel she wants to come in. Oh yes, hold on. She wants to come in and say thank you. She said, just tell her thank you. But this is the way she's speaking. Okay, so please, so just say she wants to say thank you to you. So it could be somebody you care for. Okay, but I do know when she was here. Oh, right. I do know that she passed with the chest condition. She's making my breathing laboured, and I do know as well that when she was going to the spirit world, she either had an oxygen mask on her face or something like that. And I hope that does help who it is, Tiffany. Right. I had a client who could be, she was a teacher, she was very thin. As long as you can take everything else, I know she went to the spirit world, they became like family. And I know that she either had an oxygen mask or something. And you should know who I am. She's telling me you should know. And that's her, that's the expression. Okay. She's just come in to say, she's a lovely, lovely lady, actually, but she's just come in to say that she just wants to say hi to you. And she just wants to say to you as well, she wants to give you blessings. Now, that's an unusual thing for me to get. Wants to give you blessings. Okay. So I don't know. I don't feel she was religious, but this is the words that she is giving me. Okay. She's actually changing her whole persona now to say this is what I'm like in the spirit world. She was obsessed with frogs. I'm not mentioning frogs, oh Tiffany. I wanted her to mention frogs to me, but I do feel as long as you can understand her, that's the most important thing for me. I probably didn't give her time to be frogs. Her personality to me was quite important, when she was here in this world. But I do know she's expressing great love for you anyway, which they do from the spirit world. But I know when she was here in this world, she also showed her love the best way she could, if that does make sense. She said 2026 is going to be better. She says because you need it to be better. Does that make sense to you? She said 2025 was not a great year for you. Does that make sense to you, Tiffany? I just want to make sure. And she's also telling me, I feel, Tiffany, there's either been a death in the past year or so, or past couple of years, or there's been something's ended for you. But I do feel it wasn't great. Okay, does that all make sense? If you could just let me know, this is what she's making me feel. I She's a lovely lady. She just come in to say hello, and she just said, "I'm really happy here in the spirit world." She said, and "It was time I went." She said, "It was just so my time." So I do feel, I do feel she suffered quite a little bit before she passed. But she said when I was passing, she said it's the most wonderful, wonderful experience, and it does make sense to you, Tiffany. That is so, so important. Okay, right. I'm going to leave her up with you. She just stepped in to say hello to you, and it does all make sense, Tiffany. So thank you very much for being here. Okay, let me see who I'm going to come to now. Hello, Susan Bolton. Karen Gibbons, hello, hello, hello. What's up, Karen Gibbons? Will I meet someone who got a tattoo on the shoulder, please? Absolutely no idea. I'm being honest with you, absolutely no idea. I don't quite get that question anyway. Let me see who else is coming through here. Mallory Holton, hello, hello, hello. Let me find out who I'm going to come to now. Hold on a second. Let me just see. When the cursor stops, I come to that. Helen Smith, please. Helen Smith, can I come to you? This is why I always make sure I'm with the right person as well, because I just stop my cursor and it happens. So, Helen Smith. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. That's lovely. Thank you. Helen Smith, hello, hello, hello. Come on, and let me give you some readings. Okay, Helen? Helen, a lot of changes, Helen, a lot of changes. And I do know that the changes have been emotional. Just make sure, Helen Smith, this is for, just to make sure that this is, these are correct. I do feel the emotional side, there's been so much sadness around you, so much instability around you. Helen Smith, is this, can you come on, please? And I'll just make sure this is for you. I've got my name. So bad with names, I can't remember who I'm speaking to, so I'll write it down. And I do feel there's been a lot of changes going on in your working environment as well, if you're working or in the working environment. And I do feel there's instability with you. Helen Smith, this is for you. Does this make sense? Helen Smith, Helen Smith. Let me see. Helen Smith. Why are you not coming on? Maybe you're not here anymore. Helen Smith. No. No, it's definitely Helen, not Kerry Smith. It was Helen. Helen it was. Helen Smith it was. It wasn't Kerry. Because I just feel Helen. What did I get it wrong? No, written down Helen, so it's definitely Helen. If not, I'm going to have to go into somebody else, which I don't like to do that. Just going down here. No, it wasn't you, Kerry. Sorry. Right, I'm going to come on to somebody else. I've never written down Helen. So the Helen was very, very important. Yeah, Helen Smith, I was right. Yeah. Helen, does that make sense to you? You've had a lot of changes in your emotional type. There's been a lot of sadness going on. I do feel you've had changes and challenges as well in your working environment, or you have had, these are validation ones. And I also do feel as well there's a lot of instability that has been going on around you as well, Helen. Do they all make sense to you? I also do feel there's been a lot of deceit going around you as well, but you know about this. You definitely know about this, and there's a lot of. You know, Helen, it's interesting. I'm getting the word jealousy, but correct me if I'm wrong with that. I also do feel you're going to have to start being a lot more patient in your life at the moment, because I do feel you just wanted things to move too fast, and you know you just need to calm it a little bit. You just need to calm down, and you just need to just let it be. Does that all make sense to you, Helen? If you could just let me know, that would be absolutely fantastic. I do feel you are going to be overcoming a lot when we're coming into maybe about June next year. We'll get the number 6 here. So I do feel, but in June, Helen, things are going to start getting so much better for you, but I think it's well needed. Helen, does this all make sense to you? You're not commenting at all. Maybe you've gone. If you've gone, I'm just going to go to somebody else. I don't think you're here anymore, Helen. So let me just find out. Right, okay. Right, okay, I'm going to go into somebody else. Helen, if you are here, I'm going to keep these cards separate for you just now, but I will remember them actually, and I'm going to come on to somebody else because it has been going slow with that with you. Okay, right, okay, so I'm going to now come to wherever the cursor's going to stop. Is I am coming to Mallory Horton, please. Mallory Horton, just let me know that you're here. Mallory Horton. Unless this whole thing's going slow because Hellsmith's not commenting. Mallory Horton, you need to comment, Mallory, just to let me know that you are here and I am on the right track. Mallory, Mallory Horton. Okay. Right. Mallory Horton. I think this is going to be Mallory Horton. Mallory Horton, please. Could you get her name up there? That would be amazing. Mallory Horton. Let's have a look. I think she might not be here yet either. But let me just give a couple of readings for this for Mallory for while she's coming on. I do feel Mallory works in the spirit world or works for spirit because I do feel that, and I do have thrown my spirit cards out here as well. Mallory Horton, are you here? Is this going extra slow or is it just me? Sorry about this, guys. Don't like this when this happens. Yeah, you're here. Brilliant, Mallory. Great. Okay, Mallory, does this make sense to you as well? You're a very sensitive person. I do feel you're very, very sensitive. I also do feel either you work with spirit or there's something to do with the spiritual side of you as well. And I also do believe you're a very, yeah, it's slow. It must be. It's coming on now. So just keep commenting as quick as possible, and then I'll know. Okay. I also do believe, Mallory, with you is you're very motherly in some way. Okay. So Mallory, can you just confirm these just to let me know that everything there is correct? Okay. I also do feel with you, Mallory, you're one of these people. Just actually like the last person as well. When I get the full card come out, I do believe there's a situation coming up. Sorry, there's a situation that's coming up with you. Don't jump at it, Mallory. You really, really have to. You're going to have to sit down and think about it before it happens, because I know you're making a decision. I know it's in your thoughts, and if it's not happening just now, it was going to happen in the next couple of months. Actually, I do feel you know about this just now, and I do believe you need to get more evidence. You need to get more validation. Okay, which is really, really important. But you mustn't jump at it. I'm really getting this quite strongly at this, Mallory. So I hope you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Mallory, it is going to happen to you anyway, because I do know it's not, these were not the validation cards, these are the ones after it. So I do know it must be really going slow because you're not commenting at all. And I also do feel you've got a new beginning, as I've thrown the card as well, but there's a new beginning for you emotionally. But I also do believe that you is something again that you need this love. I don't know what it is. Yes, I know, because you've got the Empress card for you, Mallory, so I know you're very motherly. But these were just validation cards. But remember, there's a decision you're going to be making. Take your time, trust your intuition. Don't jump at it. That's what I feel is really, really important. Okay, I do know there's something new that's coming to your life in 2026. It could be an animal, it could be something, it could be a human, I don't know. But I do know that you're going to love this person or thing very, very much. I do know it's actually a person, so I don't know what this is all about. I don't know if you're with somebody now or whatever, but I do know that the 2026 is going to be really, really strong. I also do feel, Mallory, with you, is there's going to be a new journey of learning, or you're going to be thinking about it, and I do feel this is very, very important to you as well, Mallory. Just do it, okay? I don't know if you're going to be writing something or something anyway, but this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing writing down, so I don't know, but I do know you're going to be learning something. Okay, beware of the gossips, Mallory, because that is really, really important. I do feel there's going to be a lot of gossip around you, and people are going to start talking about you. Ignore it, because it's not important, and that's really, really important to you. Okay, and this will definitely be happening, because I do feel when I get these strong feelings, and also gets confirmed with the cards, I do that with you. Okay, and I hope these all make sense. And I'm really sorry, because the validations are not coming up very quickly here, so I need to know whether these are correct or not. But the ones that are coming up, I know will be correct, because the tarot to me never lies. It's just I don't know with all the validation cards whether that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, you're thinking about a new career, absolutely. But it's like a new beginning, but it's not only, it's going to be like a new start for you, Mallory, as well. This is what I'm getting. It's going to be, you're going to be learning new stuff. Okay, really, really important, because that's the card that I got out. But remember, you've got to watch this gossip around you, because I think that's going to be very, very important in 2026. Okay, so thank you again for being here, guys. If you can comment as quick as possible here, because I am really it's very, very hard for me to work if I don't know I'm accurate, okay, or not accurate as it says, because I'm one of these people that I need the validation. Okay, right, okay, who am I going to come to next? Let me see. Thank you so much. Right, I'm going to. I can't guarantee this or not. I don't like to guarantee it, but I do have a lady standing next to me at the moment, so I would like to come to Kayana Hansen. Kayana Hansen. I just want you to validate if this is mum or not. Okay. And hopefully it will be, because I'm working so fast. It's really hard. But this lady is standing next to me, and I do feel this could be mum, because you say your mum has passed recently. So let's find out if it is or not. Okay. And you say, my mum has passed recently. I brought her cat home. Is there anything else she needs me to know, please and thank you? I do know the lady that's standing next to me is also holding a cat. So I do feel that this lady next to me is also got a cat with her in the spirit world as my dogs are barking. So Kayana, could you just validate for me that if it is mum, she would still have cat? In fact, she'd have numerous cats with her in the spirit world. I do feel that's important. Okay. And she's flashing in a tortoise as well. So I don't know if you had a tortoise when you were little, or you had a tortoise, but I do know there's a tortoise involved as well. This lady has got the tortoise. Okay. So Kayana, could you just confirm this to me and let me know if this is accurate? You need to go as quick as possible. Oh my goodness, look at the time, 5 minutes to go. So Kayana, let me see what else this lovely, lovely lady, because I do know when this lady was here in this world, I do feel she was a lovely, lovely lady. I also do feel she loved her own company, which was very, very important. But she enjoyed that. She enjoyed being on her own. I think that's really important with that. Okay. She showed me in her house. She showed me her house as being on her own. But I do feel she either used to, your boy cat's in heaven too. Well, she's got your boy cat. Not about your tortoise, by the way. And she's also, but she's telling me that she's showing me, not telling me, she showed me just now that when she was on her own, she always kept herself occupied. Okay. And I don't know if it was to do with like knitting and things like that, but I do feel she was always occupied. And I know that this lady either loved the telly or the television was very, very significant, because she showed me a television set. So that should be significant with her as well. Very generous and very kind lady when she was here. I also do feel that when she was passing to the spirit world, I do feel she lost her dignity. Okay, so I just want you to confirm, Kayana, this is definitely your mum. Okay, that's here. I do feel that she lost her dignity when she was here in this world. And I also do feel as well as you just wonder, is she okay? And I know this lady saying to me, she keeps saying, am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay? I have to tell you right now, she is doing absolutely fine in the spirit world, she says, but she says, I'm not so much of a loner, because I haven't getting the loneliness feeling with her. She was in the spirit world, she's everybody's around me. She said, everybody was there to greet me. So I do know that that was very, very significant, Kayana. Okay. And I also do feel with her was, she's one of these ladies, when you went round there, she was a feeder. She had to feed you, okay, because she's making all these sandwiches and stuff just now. So again, it could be symbolic, but she was to tell me that she was a feeder, and or something symbolic to do with the food as well. I also do feel this lady either loved her tea as well, because she's actually sitting there and she's eating tea and a sandwich or something like that, which is very, very significant. So does this make sense? Again, I think this is going slow. Does this make sense to mum? Right. We had cats my whole life. There's also a ginger the two. Yep, she did like being on her own. She always had the TV on. I feel she did lose her dignity, and I tried to help keep her dignity. But it's mum. I just wanted to double check, Hannah, just to make sure. I know it is, but I just have to make sure. Okay. Well, she's come through to say she is fine. She is absolutely fine, Kayana. Okay. And I know there's a man standing next to her as well. So I do know this gentleman was very significant in her life. I feel it's more dad than husband. So this makes sense to you. I don't feel it was your dad, but I feel it was her dad. But let me know as well. But I do know her mum as well. And there's an older lady and gentleman who were beside us. They were all came to greet me, and so did the animals, which was very, very significant. Okay. I want to talk about the lake. The lake she's talking about is either a memory or something very, very significant. She wants to thank you so much for being there and for helping her. She says, I know as your mum, she said, and I didn't feel as if you should have had to go through what you did, because she just loves you so much. She wants to talk about, did you have a brother? You've got a brother, which is very, very significant as well, because she just said, I'm a mum to you, and she mentioned brother as well, okay? Yeah, I think, as I say, I think it's her father. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway, but I know that she's with them anyway. And another lady was there as well. She's doing wonderful. So you don't have to worry. The cat is, she's so glad you've got her cat. Absolutely fine. But I do know that that cat sees her. I do know that cat acts a bit strange because she comes in and the cat either does weird things or something, because this is what she's giving me. Yes, it's her she's saying. So whenever the cat does these things, it's me she's saying. It's me. Okay. You're doing a good job with the cat. But she wants to talk about something to do with the food. I don't know what it is. She's mentioned cat food. So I'm not quite getting it, but what it is. And do you know, I don't know if it's symbolic or not, but she's actually showing me like it's your son, that's perfect. She's actually showing me like not soft food, it's like hard food. So I do feel this is significant to do with the cat. I don't, I'm a dog person, so I'm not really yeah, it's her dad. That's what I felt. I didn't feel it was her husband. I felt it was her dad, your grandpa. So but the food, something going on with the cat with the food. Okay, all I know that is. So you can sort of sort that out. But you're doing a good job. She's saying you're glad you've got the cat, but I know the cat sees her. And I feel that you feel her around you as well. And I think you know when the cat goes a bit silly, you know that that's your mum being there. Okay, and that's really, really important to you. Okay, I need to leave your mum's love with you now because that's my time up now. But just to let you know, she is doing fine. You're doing a great job with the cat because that's what was really that was your question. Actually, something to do with the cat. Fine, but there's something to do with the food as well. So I'll let you know. But mum's doing great. So she said, Joe, she just said to me, Kenna, she says, I'm home. So I think that's really, really important. I'm home. And thank you so much for being on. And that's it, guys. I can't believe it. My goodness gracious me. That is the full hour has gone. Thank you so much for everybody who was on. I'm so sorry for the people who didn't get to read for, and hopefully the ones that did get to read for, it gave some healing and some validation. And just, I just love doing this. I'm on here every 2 weeks. So probably 2 weeks today. Obviously, I feel her around, and I feel my son sees her too. She will, but I know the cat does. She didn't bring that. I've got to work really quickly here. Remember, I know the cat definitely does, kind of. So, right. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'm just going out for a curry now, which I'm looking forward to. And I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you again. Bye, 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 bye.